Another UFO secrets linked scientist found dead after warning, "My life is in danger." Man, I've been reporting on scientists found dead for years. Again, I talked about this before on my old channel. This stuff that's been happening for years. Supposedly the federal government is looking into all this, but I really don't trust the federal government. I definitely don't trust the DOJ to do their due diligence. I mean, this is the same entity that says that Epstein had no conspirators, which is ridiculous. But we're gonna talk about it. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. There you'll find a link to my Patreon. That's where I talk about things that I can't talk about here. There's also a link to my Instagram and my X account, so follow me there as well. All right, so let's get into this news. Now, this comes from Slate News. Slate News been on it this week. This is like my third or fourth article that I covered this week alone from Slate News. But they report that a 34-year-old scientist researching anti-gravity technology, let that set in. Y'all know what the implications of that is. Interstellar travel and stuff like that. But anti-gravity technology was found dead after repeatedly warning that her life could be in danger, becoming the 11th UFO and nuclear secrets linked official to die or vanish in mysterious circumstances. What took the government so long to look into this? Wait till the 11th person to finally do something about this or look into this? The alarming sudden death is fueling growing concerns about pattern of deaths and disappearances tied to advanced scientific research. Amy Estridge died in Huntsville, Alabama, from what authorities describe as a self-inflicted gunshot wound. How many of those have we heard? And how many of those said, I don't feel suicidal or anything like that, and it turned out they end up dying from that? How many times we've heard that happen? However, no detailed findings from police or medical examiners have been publicly released, leaving major questions unanswered. While Estridge died on June 11th, 2022, her case has come under renewed scrutiny after her chilling links to recent deaths and disappearances are now emerging. So yeah, this happened in 2022. I'm pretty sure I reported on this when this happened. She's probably one of the people that I reported on. But authorities are now reviewing Estridge's case amid growing questions about why a full investigative reporter was not released, and detailed cases files remain unavailable with no explanation. Wow. Because this is, like I said, this is nothing new. Warnings before death. Estridge had been openly working on anti-gravity propulsion. The technology, if realized, could transform energy systems and space travel. That's what I was just alluding to. Before her death, she made it clear she believed she was under threat. During a podcast interview, Estridge said, quote, "If you stick your neck out in public, at least someone notice if your head gets chopped off. If you stick your neck out in private, they will bury you. They will burn down your house while you're sleeping in your bed, and it won't even make the news." She's not lying about that. She also warned that pressure against her was escalating. Quote, "I'm scared, I'm tired," Estridge said. "I need to disclose soon, man. I need to publish soon because it's like escalating. It's getting more and more aggressive." She should have had like a dead man switch before she even uttered those words, because once they know that you about to come forward, that's when they come and take you out. So before you even utter those words, she should have had like a dead man switch. Quote, "This has been going on for 4 or 5 years, and over the past 12 years, it's been escalating, like more aggressive, more invasive digging through my underwear drawer and sexual threats." Wow. Imagine coming home and you find your drawers rummaged through. They do this because they can go through your house and do it where you don't even know it. So for them to have where you can notice they've been rummaging through your stuff is because they want you to know That's a threat in itself. They want you to know that they can get to you like that. But Estrich described alleged harassment that included invasions of privacy and threats, prompting her to seek help from retired British intelligence officer Frank Milburn. Claims of targeting and investigation. Milburn later concluded that Estrich's death was not suicide, according to findings submitted to Congress by independent investigators in 2023. Yeah, because she hired a whole private investigator behind this stuff. During a radio interview, Milburn said, quote, somebody was after her work. It was either trying to get her to die, to desist, or to actually stop her to debilitate her. So, I'm sorry, I can't read today. To debilitate her so she was unable to do the work. Journalist Michael Schellenberger testified in a public hearing that Estrich was, quote, murdered by a private aerospace company in the U.S. because she was involved in the UAP conversation. Wow. I wouldn't doubt it. These companies, they have hitmen. They have those things that y'all be seeing on shows like what is it called? Like Jack Reacher and things like that, and Ryan, where they have these companies have a whole team that'll come and take you out if they want to. Those things really do exist. Estrich had co-founded the Institute for Exotic Science with her father, Richard Estrich, a retired NASA engineer. The organization aimed to bring anti-gravity research into the public domain. Again, something they do not want out. Anti-gravity already exists. We know that. Some of those UFOs you see flying around, some of them are interdimensional entities, but some of them are our own technology, human technology, and they don't want the cat out the bag. The Institute has since shut down and its website is no longer accessible. Pattern of deaths raises concern. Estrich's case is not isolated. Her death is one of multiple incidents involving scientists connected to advanced research fields, including space, nuclear energy, and propulsion systems. In December 2025, nuclear fusion researcher Nuno Loureiro was killed in his Massachusetts home. Independent investigators pointed to his groundbreaking work in plasma physics as a potential motive. Yeah, plasma physics is really, really big. In February 2026, astrophysicist Carl Gilmar was shot and killed at his California home. He had worked on NASA infrared telescope systems used to track asteroids and satellites. Other researchers, including NASA scientists Michael Hicks and Frank Melwald, died under unclear circumstances in recent years. Disappearances linked to sensitive research. Alongside the deaths, several high-level researchers and officials have vanished. Retired Air Force General, and this is most recent, retired Air Force General and Air Force y'all know I'm an Air Force vet, General William Neal McCaslin, reportedly tied to nuclear and UFO-related programs, disappeared in February 2026. I'm pretty sure I reported that last month as well. His case has been linked to multiple other missing individuals connected to defense and aerospace research. 4 additional disappearances, including NASA scientist Monica Riza and nuclear facility worker, share similar circumstances with individuals last seen leaving their homes without personal belongings. They just gone. They just up and disappear. Look at all these. Look at this. Look at all these scientists. Dead, missing, dead, missing. Like, where did they go? Growing questions. Estrich had planned to present her anti-gravity research publicly, but said she needed approval from NASA before doing so. Once she went and tried to get that approval, that's when stuff went up the flag. That's when it went up the flag, and they were like, yeah, we need to take her out because she's about to expose this anti-gravity stuff. Because, scientists still try to say like anti-gravity doesn't exist yet. They can't figure it out. It's been solved. And like I said, a lot of our technology already has this. A lot of our flying vehicles already have this technology. She believed going public was her only protection. Her death and the broader pattern of incidents involving scientists working on advanced technologies continue to raise serious concerns about whether individuals in these fields are being targeted. I mean, it's obvious. It's obvious. As more details surface through independent investigations and congressional submissions, the number of unanswered questions continue to grow. And we're going to continue to have these questions because I don't think the government is going to give us any real answer to this question of what's happening to all the scientists. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Leave y'all comments down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.